again, this is Chuck Collier. I'm with Dublin Schools. I'm the Safety and Security Coordinator. Again, as we go throughout our district employees, people that you may never have seen before, may never have even thought of, but collectively, we all have a role in keeping our staff and our students safe. Preventative maintenance is a huge issue with keeping everybody safe. Let's hear from Roger Brake about what he does in order to keep our kids safe, whether they're using the playground, walking through the buildings, or whatever it may be.
So I look at safety and security more of a proactive stance. I basically look at it as, is the bleachers going to be properly inspected for 3,000 people to sit on them? Is the boilers been properly inspected? Is the food equipment been properly maintained to where it's proper temperatures for people? That's how I look at it, a more proactive stance. So we, as the district, have been changing out a lot of filters, MERV 13, really been staying on that. Probably the biggest struggle to that is logistics of getting them. Everything is 10 weeks out. So just trying to physically get them is, you got to think 10 weeks ahead. So basically the higher quality MERV 13 filters that we're putting in, they collect a lot more particles. That's kind of hence why they can stop a lot of the COVID. And unfortunately, it's a double-edged sword because they collect a lot more. They need to be replaced a lot more. But we are pretty much doing everything we can to help mitigate the problem. Well, it kind of hits home for me because I got a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old. So I'm always thinking about, is there a piece of playground equipment that's going to be sharp? Because having young children, you have to always be thinking about what they're going to get in trouble. That's how I always have to be looking at stuff, is what could be a potential hazard. I think a lot of stuff people don't realize, like even servicing the boilers or the air handlers or the chillers. People just walk in, it's hot, it's cold, and they don't think twice about the temperature in the building. But there's a lot more steps to go through just to get to that point. I mean, you're talking literally greasing air handlers twice a month. You're talking all those preventative steps that you have to take just to get to where no one ever realizes all that goes on. Well, so I could look at it, is there the coating missing off the chain? Is that a pinch point for somebody? Is there a hole where the kids could run and trip and fall? Is there any sharp edges on the slides where someone's did some vandalism and a kid goes down the slide and accidentally, the next kid goes down the slide and cuts herself? That's kind of my proactive mindset when I look at stuff, and other people wouldn't even see that. That's just my mentality when I look at it.